AlloClae filler and Renuva, which are cadaver injections, literally fat from a dead person, can be the next best alternative to our own fat. First off, these are not traditional fillers. They are not hyaluronic acid, they're not silicone injections, but they're not living fat grafts. Both Renuva and AlloClae are made from processed, donated human adipose tissue. The donor fat is processed, freeze-thawed, and treated to remove DNA and cellular material. By design, the adipocytes are no longer viable. 0% of the original fat cells survive because they're not alive to begin with, actually. What remains is the extracellular matrix, collagen, lamellin, elastin, and the lipid architecture. This product does not bring living fat or stem cells along with it, it brings structure. In terms of data, Allo, very new player on the market with very limited follow-up lasting only a few months. Renuva has been on the market for 8 years, but the longest study shows some retention at 18 to 24 months, but no studies exist showing retention past 2 years. The FDA does not approve these products the same way they would approve a breast implant or approve a drug or a new medical device. They fall under a different category. It's called 361 HCTP/P, human cells, tissues, and cellular and tissue-based products. That basically means they're regulated as human tissue, not as drugs or not as implants. The FDA requires that the tissue is minimally manipulated. It is intended for homologous use. It does not have systemic side effects and is not to be combined with other active agents. What does homologous use mean? It basically means that the tissue must be used for the same purpose that it was intended for, meaning that fat is primarily used as structural cushioning, volume, energy storage. Renuva started face heavy when they started marketing. They gained traction in their facial applications and later expanded into body contour correction. AlloClae kind of has done the reverse. It's currently being positioned more heavily for body, like hip dips, gluteal contour, even like rippling with the breast. AlloClae appears to be a very new product just launched in the United States. There's no long-term human data. There are no published randomized trials showing sustained volume retention in humans over time. And there's no histological human studies proving that long-term volume behaves like native fat. Fat graft success, whether it's autogenous, meaning from our own body, or for scaffold-based products like this, still comes down to the same fundamentals: blood supply, tissue environment, mechanical forces, and inflammation. Advocates of AlloClae throw out numbers like 90% of the fat lasts. Number one, 0% of the fat lasts because fat is never being injected to begin with. It is a scaffold. The longest study at the moment is going to be like 9 months. I always like to pump the brakes, just take it slow, get the data, get the science, and when the science lasts and we show that it's safe and it works, welcome to the game.